Everybody has a story, but we never had the pen. When we get our mindsets in order, we change how that story ends. We change our thought process, the way we look at ourselves, we look at each other. We got generations of trauma that got passed down from our mothers. Call me Coach Bay, Kaza Sose, Ree Invented, Arriva Doje, Project Chick to a mindset coaching. Stop playing with these local jokes and note to self. My PTSD is complex, I keep it on the shelf. I take shit out of context, I'm a work in progress, pick someone else. My anxiety is social, but don't think I won't approach you. Turn your water off and then coach you. And I don't know what provoked you, but take your mind on this journey. Let me roll you out on this gurney. The healing season in session, and we cracking down on depression and childhood traumas. First, let's forgive our mamas, especially if she lived a street life. You don't know what life taught her. You don't know how the game trapped there inside her head like an angry father. Carrying the world on her shoulders and lost away, that's a heavy collar. Learn forgiveness. The key to unlocking happiness is to forgive. When stress is the number one killer, baby, tell me you want to live. Again, that's Ree Invented, heavily represented. Check my resume, I'm her, status presidented, haven't sent it now. Where was I? Oh yeah, ADD, talking about losing train of thought, oxen free. My thoughts is too loud, and I burn and brew loud. Personalities is clashing in my head, it's too crowded, I can't. What's up, y'all? This your girl Ree Invented with another dope episode of the Reason Why podcast. This segment is called The Reason Why I Survive. Okay? Let's talk about it.
So folks gonna hear this. So anybody that, family, close your ears. Future husband, sorry, whoever, you might be offended by it. But, it's like, I don't even know how motherfuckers be having people and juggling more than one person. It'd be like, bitch, I can't have two dicks in my mouth. Like, I do that.
I can't. I just can't.
Like, that's too much. 2 dinglings, 4 balls, too many babies to swallow. No, we're not going to do that. We're not going to do that.
No, I got ADD, so I can't even keep my attention span on, that many people. It's like...
I will fuck up. Literally, like, I will fuck up. I'm going to get caught because...
I am. My anxiety...
It's like once I like one person, I'm just right there on that person. Like, I don't know how to be like, oh, I like him and I like him too, but I like him too. Like, I don't operate that way. And it makes me, sometimes I'm even gonna lie, it pisses me off that I don't sometimes. Like, I be seeing these bitches and they be like on their 4th soulmate. And my dumb ass be still holding on to the, like, well, damn, bitch. What you did? Because, like, I don't even treat this in that fact. I don't even like people like that. Like, when... a motherfucker be trying to talk to me now, and I'm just trying to get on and do my own thing. You irritate my whole entire soul. I be like, get somebody else to do it.
What you drinking, Ree? Dr. Pepper, coffee, cola?
Merlot. I need some red wine.
She drank that wine. Kai, she said, how was your week? A friend of mine, Tuesday, we played a game. Like, what happened?
Girl, let's just say the devil been busy.
Okay.
He been busy poking at the bear. And I'm not gonna lie, I opened the window. I ain't opened the door. I opened the window just a little bit. But I just had to quickly collect myself and just be like, you know what? Some things are just, sometimes you just gotta be quiet and be still and just let God do whatever He gonna do. So I have decided to be quiet and let Him do what He gonna do, because I have realized when I show up, it don't go out like it's supposed to show up. So now it's like, you know what, like I said, it's that confirmation now with Him. And then it just be like certain conversations or certain things that happen. You just gotta know when, like, there's sometimes no response is the best response.
It's the response. Yeah. And it is a response. That is.
It really is. You know what I'm saying? And I just have to realize that, like, I am not in control and I cannot make nobody do nothing they don't want to do. And, like I told y'all, I'm still learning that lesson. Believe what you see first time. Stop thinking, people could change, or not saying people can't change, but it is what it is. You just gotta let people be who they will be, because that's it. Like the shit that you're supposed to be like equipped to and learn fast from, you don't. Like me, I told y'all, like I be slow as hell when it come to people like really not realizing like, damn, they don't fuck with me like that. I be slow as hell to shit like that. And not because you know, and then not because, you know, it's just like I said, I'm never in the mood or a mode where I'm thinking betrayal or I'm thinking manipulation or I'm thinking, you know, hurting somebody. Like I'm never in that mode. You know what I'm saying? Like anytime I get to a place where I won't talk to you or deal with you, 95% of the time it's because you put me in a place to where I felt like I had to do that to you. Right. But I never feel that way. Like, you know, I don't want that type of energy with anyone, but the reality of it is that everybody not going to think the way you think, and people going to have their opinion about you regardless of what you do. And, you know, I also know that, you know, when, you know, I remember a couple months back, I remember, you know, we were talking about it and you were saying, Cherie, like, you know, how some people, you know, will see a certain strength in you and they'll be intimidated by it. And they'll try to like belittle you or degrade you or try to make you feel less than, you know what I'm saying? So I have to realize that in a lot of places, I do come off a bit strong when it comes to certain people. So I know sometimes a lot of people don't know what to do with that. And if they don't know what to do with that, they'll try to make you feel small or make you feel like you too much. So and that is like a lesson I'm learning, that I have to really pay attention to stuff like that because, like I said, I'm really sensitive. You know what I'm saying? Like if I fuck with you the long way, or you're my friend, or you're somebody I love, and you say something to me that's heartening, like it takes me a while to like process it because it's like, damn, you know. And I ain't sitting up here making it seem like, you know, I'm Patty Perfect because, you know, I'll say some shit, but these days I ain't saying nothing where it's like below the belt type shit. You feel me? Like I ain't interested in that type or whatever. But I feel like a lot of times when you have a strong personality, people tend to get very intimidated of how you stand on certain things that you like and you want. You know what I'm saying? And they'll flip it on you and try to make you feel like you're wrong for having that type of energy, or you're mean, or you're too much to be wanting. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, no, I don't think that. I don't think it's wrong with having a certain amount of standards. You know what I'm saying? So,
and comfortable on a decision that I made. This is what it takes. On there, I'm not about to let you waver me or how it works for you. No, it doesn't work
to fit in your box. You know what I'm saying? Like it should never be I gotta fit directly in your box. If we gonna be a goddamn triangle, then we're gonna be a goddamn triangle, but we're gonna have to meet somewhere in the middle. You know what I'm saying? One person can't just be satisfied and the other person feel uncomfortable. You know what I'm saying? And you know, that just goes to, that spiritual thing I was telling y'all about with that feeling that I was having. Like I just been telling myself from now on, Kai, girl, when you feel that feeling, you're going to have to just own up to it and stand up to it and understand that is your discern right there.
Right there.
And it's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just can't ignore that feeling about anybody anymore. You know what I'm saying? Now it's just like when I get that spidey sense, it's like, oh, because I'll get it and be like, well, maybe,
or
make
like
excuses for that shit. And it's like, no, bitch, you felt that feeling for a fucking reason.
Bitch.
And you need to pay attention to it. Hello?
Kai, you one of them people, you look real, real sweet. Just so nice, but well, straight set a bitch house on fire. Calm down, friend. Don't hurt nobody.
Right. And I be trying.
I'm calling Ree today, and I know she probably trying to figure out why my energy. I was just dull, but when I seen who was calling, Stan was like, "So this what be going on? Like, you get a phone call from her, you act like goddamn Michelle Obama." I said, "She's
because I ain't even gonna lie, it be like
we gonna have a of my week real quick."
Right. And we did. It'd be the highlight of my week. I'm not even gonna lie, to be able to just talk and be able to, be vulnerable. You know what I'm saying? Because I honestly, right now, I don't really have a safe place. You know what I'm saying? At this point, I don't feel like I have a safe place. I've been in my head completely. You know what I'm saying? So to be able to just talk and be like, you know what, girl, let me tell you about this bullshit right here.
Hey, look at how they. Oh my gosh! Like, listen, they tried to play in my face, y'all. Let me tell you.
Yes, it's like if you my friend and I'm telling you something, you know, that could collectively either help you or just giving you an opinion or just just give you some free game. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know what it is. I think a lot of people, I think a lot of females really just don't like to hear certain things about themselves because so many people are just used to the, yeah, girl, like just agreeing with the bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Like just agreeing with the not okay stuff. Being team we when you know you really should be telling your girl, no.
You're wrong. That's wrong. You shouldn't be doing it. Or no, people are so, I can't disagree with you and you can't disagree with me because you
notice 95% of the time of the friends that you have, and I know I've gone through this experience. You'll have a friend where she'll feel comfortable telling one friend something, but they don't want you to know about it because they know you'll be the friend that'll say, you shouldn't be doing that, right? So they'll go to the friend that they know not gonna say shit, so to make it sound like their shit is good. You know what I'm saying? Like you're not gonna hear what you need to hear, as opposed to the level friend, which you shouldn't be like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't get me wrong. You ain't got to be that friend that cuss your friend out and make them feel like shit. But if I can collectively say to you, hey, that's not right. Or I can't even, you should be able to accept that. You know what I'm saying? Like more nowadays, like I can appreciate somebody saying, hey, bitch, you need to get your shit together. But nowadays it seems like more females, it's like they want to tell you shit through shade and jokes and shit. You feel me? Then it be like, hold up, bitch.
I used to like a lot of my pictures on Facebook. So I seen her in person one day. And I was like, hey, girl, how you doing? I said, you always like my picture. When you see me in person, you act like I did something to you. It's just weird. Like, do you not know that's me? Do I look different from what I look when I'm up there? Like, certain people just be like, with Ree. I'm pretty sure, let me tell y'all something. Me personally, I grew up around older people. So when some shit going on, I'm observing. If it's somebody I care about, I just be want to be in the atmosphere to feel the energy. And with Ree and me doing the little podcast, you got some that follow both of us. They see me post shit. I post shit now. I might not be that active on the page, being at my phone regular, but if I got some stuff that look decent, I'll post. Long story long, y'all are like all that. Y'all like all that. To me, from being 36, just not turned 36, with 4 kids, lost a couple along the way, I feel like, you know what I'm saying, now it's like people is less mature than what they should be. The world is like followers. Everybody trying to do what they doing. All the girls look the same now. Everybody to me, that's weird. So when I came outside like this, a person may have replied, oh, girl, you looking like a rhino today. Well, I can take your man. Okay, a whole rhino
to take your man.
Mother Nature will take your man, but I don't want him. He for the streets. I got me a truck driver. He in the street, but he ain't for the streets. You feel me? Right. But at the end, I had to learn to get comfortable with myself because a time ago you couldn't tell me to wear my hair like this. I'd be like, girl, is you fucking crazy? Looking like Baby Bob, but it's cute. I put a little box in y'all just wanting to have confidence in myself. And it did take me to fix some stuff. So yeah, like I don't be knowing who my friends is, but if you nice, I'm just that type of person. If you cool with me and you nice to me, I'm gonna speak. I'm not gonna never be different. If I'm a little goofy, tell me, turn my goofy down. If you're not having a good day, let me know. Cause I don't be wanting to feel like I come around a person and they upset and they take that stuff out on me. You know what I'm saying? Because I have been in a situation like that where I ain't did nothing to a person and you venting to me, but you asking me for advice. Now I'm gonna be
life in a nut. Sums that up. So and seeing shit, that's not how I view and see shit. So don't ask my opinion because I ain't gonna give it to you like somebody basic don't give it to you.
I'm still conscious about a lot of shit though. Like I'm growing, but I'm still like it's certain stuff like me being small. Like when I go places and have on 2-piece, I'd be scared to really just come out my little thing and be on my 2-piece on the beach. When a lot of people out there, I don't want to take pictures.
I just get into a place where I am knowing, part of I'm learning that who I am when it comes to part of the problem and things that I need to fix about me. So I have been like praying every day, like, God, I just want to, work on me. That's it. Like, I want to be happy and I want to work on me. I can't give nothing to nobody else until I give it to myself. You know what I'm saying? And this is just with anybody. And I'm not even just talking about relationship. It's just with anybody, friendships, relationships, you know, family members. I honestly need the people around me to know that at this point in my life, I need to be handled with care. 299 times 99 times 99 chances to get that shit right. And
That's
that one chance when we be like, you know what? Fuck it. Now we are the most horrible, selfish, inconsiderate, no feelings as human being. But you just gonna cross out all the 299 times 99 times
I ain't good with math. You need to slow down, man. Dang,
That is gone. Benefit gone. Ain't even. I think that's why it is such a must now for me that I feel like I want somebody who. I just want people around me to treat me with so much care that I don't have a choice but to respond in love. You get what I'm saying? Like, you can't do it with people who are constantly trying to either trigger you or don't understand how important it is for you to be a different person. Don't understand how important it is for you to grow with grace and change, because they only know the bits and pieces that you done shared with them. But like, listen, I done seen all the dark shit already. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know what it's like to be abused. I know what it's like to be verbally abused. I know what it's like to be taken advantage of. I know what it's like to be, I just know. Right. But you know what? That's what I'll be slow at, though.
Even showing somebody who's hungry, they've been starving all this time, they homeless and starving, and that's like you dangling steak and $1 million in their face. I mean, like, why wouldn't they come and be, you know what I mean? You already telling them to come and get it. You know what I mean? That's what I learned, because I was one of them dangling, hey, y'all, I got a big ass heart. I will forgive you. I will keep giving you a chance.
Come on. Drag me through the mud. I will forgive you and love on you like you never did nothing.
Right. I learned that I can't go and tell people that, oh, my ex-husband used to beat my ass, or like little shit like that. Automatically, they like, oh, okay.
But you know what it is, though, Sharice, though? I learned, too, though. I don't think it's that you can't tell everybody. I just think it takes a very strong individual to understand that and know how to treat you going through something like that. Because
I'm not just gonna go and be out going doing that. What I will tell you is I don't play games with niggas that's doing all, I tell you all the features on the shit that I don't allow in my life. So if you tell me that you got these kind of, you insecure and you all of that, I'm done with you. So that way I'd let you know right now, don't listen to you. We get to that level, it's gonna be a problem,
And see, that's me. Like, I'm the type where I'll give you a chance. Put it that way. I'll give you chance after chance, and always want to see the better in you. Always want to see, and that shit ain't do nothing but make me feel like shit, make me feel like less of a person. And it seemed like the more and more I did that with people, the more and more they got comfortable being able to accept that side of me. And it was just like, damn, you're not here for me. You really don't love me. You just love what I do for you. You just love that the fact that I'll be here for you. But it's not the same. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just never the same. Like,
it's not. But this is why I accepted the fact that, hey, if people want to consider this me being a bitch or me being bitchy or whatever, by me expressing, I'm not about to let you do this to me. I'm not about to let you can't do that. Whether it's females, whether it's men, men, anything. It's just like, here's what we not about to do. I done been through the rigmarole. Motherfuckers done played in my face for years, decades. Here's what I'm not about to let happen no more. You know what I mean? So then,
Right.
I guess what I'm working on now is going about it and being a little bit more less aggressive
A
and
little
like,
docile.
yeah,
Right.
because I'm still at a stage where I'm like, fuck that. Nah, you can't do none of that shit with me, you know? So I'm working on it. You know what I mean?
I'm soaking in all the game. You know what I'm saying?
Girl, ain't that no game. I ain't even gonna
I
lie to
know
you.
it's
Like,
pregame.
it's like
You know
new
what I'm saying?
shit that
'Cause
I
I
literally
just got married, but with y'all being with
don't.
these guys for so long, like when did it like? I don't know. Don't get offended. But when did you feel like that shit just start like you weren't happy or you just didn't feel it no more or you
You know
lost it
what?
or whatever?
For me, for me,
Well,
like
first, hold on, before you go, Kai. First, you got to think we were a lot younger.
Younger,
So
yeah.
we did like, 10, 15, 20 years with a man, and we're only 40, early 40s. That would have put
Right.
20s.
yeah.
Okay. So, okay. Now I just want to give you the back.
So the situation, honestly, with the 15-year relationship, if I had to be perfectly honest with you, that relationship shouldn't have lasted a year. And I'm just gonna be open and honest with you. And it's not, because I know our shit gonna be out there and people gonna see this. So let me just say, and it's not to shame him or put him down or to say anything bad about him because I spent that time with him. You feel me? So it ain't me knocking him, but it's just being real. You know what I'm saying? Because one, he mentally wasn't in a place financially at all for me to even be, dealing with. And single with a baby, and he just seemed like the safest choice because I had got so tired of dealing with the type of men that I was dealing with. And he had, really good manners. He was family oriented. Well, at least that's what I thought, Well, he came with that. You feel me? And, as far as the financial way, he never really had it that way. But like I said, I had been so used to dealing with men, the hood book, you already know, So I was like, you know what? That's fine. I gave myself I thought what I was doing was picking safe, but what I really did was just, I wasn't in a place to be with anybody. I had just had a baby by a man that I was not in love with. He was not my man.
Right.
And it was a very hard pill to swallow, you know what I'm saying? Because like I said, he was not my man and I was not in love with him and I never slept with him unprotected. So for me to get pregnant like that, I was very distraught because I never imagined my first baby would be with a man that I wasn't even connected with at all.
Right.
So, and the person that I spent those years with, he was like my son's first fatherly figure. He took care of my son. So that was one of the things that I loved about him at first, that he loved my son. You know what I'm saying? I was so nervous about having somebody around him. You know what I'm saying? So that was really one of the biggest reasons why I took so much time with him. But I started to resent him for the very reason thing that I knew from the beginning he couldn't do, which was take care of me financially. He never was able to take care of me financially. He was never able to take care of himself financially. But when you're young and you don't know, it's easy to get caught up in shit. You know what I'm saying? So like, I was the one working, had the job, had the car, paying the bills. He was home. You know what I'm saying? And when he did, it wasn't long that he had the job. It was like I would worry about him getting the job. And then when he got the job, I would worry about him keeping the job.
Right.
It was just craziness. And I won't say, he overall was a good person. He just had some shit with him that, he just never really grew up. And we both got together as two broken people. And eventually, I feel like mentally, I did hurt him a lot because at that time, I was still in a place where I said exactly what the fuck I want when I wanted and didn't care how it say. And I didn't have nobody to teach me at that time that bruising a man's ego could, really, You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't have nobody to teach me that. My mom said what the fuck she wanted to say whenever she wanted. My stepfather was so loving and caring. Like, he just loved her. Like, he never judged her. He loved her and he took care of her. And when she went off on him, it was just like, I guess he was just so immune to that shit that he just never, But she had a good heart and she took care of him. You know what I'm saying? So there was things that outweighed that aggression, I guess. My stepfather financially took care of the household. He was a garbage man for years. He got up every day. Like, my mother didn't have to drive. My mother didn't have to go nowhere. Like, her and him was like freaking frack. Like, literally, I feel like he died of a broken heart because my mother died January 29th and he was going by June. And mind you, he had cancer and was in remission and beat cancer and died like literally 6 months after my mother. So, yeah, so that was hard for me. But so, like, that's what I'm used to, like, I was used to, somebody taking care of my mom. That's what I seen. But like I said, I didn't get the tools to be a loving,
right.
nurture. Like, I didn't have that. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know what that was. You know what I'm saying? I know I wanted it, but I didn't know how to give it at that time,
Mm-hmm.
And I was say some of the craziest things to him because that's just what I was used to. And he, in return, just was doing the craziest shit to me too. And it was just got so bad. Like, it was so ugly. And once the baby died, it was really like, I didn't really trust him. He didn't really trust me. It was already infidelity before that happened. It was it was messy. You know what I'm saying? So it took a lot out of me. It did. It took a lot out of me. It destroyed a lot of me. It destroyed a lot of my confidence. It took a lot of, it took a lot from me because I made a baby, 2 kids within that. One passed away and I walked away with one. And, that separation didn't only just mess me up, it messed my daughter up. You know what I'm saying? Because her father was all she knew. You know what I'm saying? So, like, that shit was crazy to me. Like, like I said, no skin off his neck. I don't have any, ill will to him because I had to grow as a person. You know what I'm saying? And I'm woman enough now to know that I brought a lot of, shit to that relationship too. Right. Him just as he hurt me. You know what I'm saying? So it just took a moment to get there.
Did you regret any of it?
Huh?
Did you regret any of it?
I do. I regret. You know what I'm saying? Like, seriously. Like, I regret.
I ain't gonna lie. The only reason why I asked you that was because with my situation before I got my kids back, the guy that I was with who called defects on me and tried to take my kids and raise them with a tranny and stuff like that. It was just like, in the beginning, I used to have my feelings hurt all the time because people like, you be making these choices dealing with the people you did. I had to accept that, but I don't regret it. I don't regret nothing that happened. I don't regret how I got caught up. I don't regret how I learned my lesson. I don't regret the time that I spent in jail. I don't regret the time that I had to fight to get my kids because I think that made me who I am today. So to me, sometimes a life learned lesson can also become a blessing because I ain't gonna lie, I ain't been the same since then. Oh God, that shit changed a lot, but I don't regret it. Worst shit that ever happened to me. My kids being taken, bro. I'd rather you have beat my ass, shot me 50 times, put the shit bag on me than to take my kids. And that's on everything. But I got
that. I totally understand. I regret. See, and that's the biggest part, for me. That's the regret for me was not being strong enough. I jeopardized my baby's life. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was pregnant. And I was wilding because I never was hurt like this before. You know what I'm saying? You got to understand, like, my first pregnancy was by somebody I didn't love. Now I finally get up enough strength to have a baby with somebody that I do love. Right. And then it turns totally out of whack. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was just a mess. It was so toxic that I shouldn't even been pregnant. But I regret it because I blamed myself for so many years. Like, if I just would have step away from him and let him do whatever he wanted to do, I probably wouldn't have broke my water so early. So that is the part that I regret because in return, I had a lot of guilt on me and I hated him for a very long time because of that, because I felt like at that time, I was hurt. So I didn't know, like, I shouldn't even been thinking about
you
that.
You were just reacting out of anger.
I really thought, I felt like, I ain't even gonna lie to you. And I felt so bad that I said that. And, I always repent and be like, God, please forgive me. But I always said to him, like, it should have been you. Like, why did God take my innocent baby? You were the one who was dogging me. You were the one that's hurting people. You're the one. But yet my baby go, like, it was the most distraught, horrible thing somebody could ever go through. But my mindset was so not there that I didn't even realize that that wasn't even something that I should have been saying. And that's when like all the panic attacks and anxiety was going on. So nobody knew what these shits were. I didn't tell nobody. Nobody knew I was going through these shits. So sometimes I would be in my bathroom, butterball ass naked, sitting shit because I couldn't deal with everything that was going on top of trying to be strong. Because it's like, shit, you can't tell these people you crazy after your baby just died. I had a son that I got to take care. So now I can't tell these people that I want to die because my son died. You know what I'm saying? I got to act like I'm all right because I got an 8-year-old that's looking up at me. Nobody knows on the outside that half the time when I pull off in my car, I'm thinking if I just run this fucking car off the road, I would not feel this type of pain. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was in such a dark place. So that part I regret, but it made me who I am today, though. You know what I'm saying? Because I learned so much about myself. I learned that I was a lot more stronger than I thought I was. And, I was able to come up out of that and still be able to, stand on my own. That was a very hard relationship to walk away from. And some very crazy things happened during the separation, but it was the best thing that could have ever happened to me to separate from that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was young, I was bruised, I was going through too much. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't ready. You know what I'm saying? And neither was he. We both. It wasn't. It was more familiar than love. I would say that. And I just hate that we damaged each other the way we did. I just hate that part because our daughter is really the person who is suffering from that.
I feel like that a little bit too, because I got 4 kids by 4 different men, y'all. I was raped with the first one. Back then, being young, I was kind of selling drugs, so I kind of got it good at it. And I was tricking with dudes and having babies. Like, it wasn't like at the same time type thing, but it got to a point where I done had babies by these men, and I was never the type to have abortion. And my first kid, my grandma wouldn't allow that. She like, we're gonna take care of this baby. It's always the baby that people be raped with that becomes something. And I don't want you to feel like because you had a baby that way, that baby, is a burden on your life, because we're gonna love her. And Cookie is my twin. But I truly believe, like, when I got pregnant by Stan, so I kind of feel, because now that I'm married and I plan to have a baby, as soon as I lose my mentor and my mom, I turn around and lose the baby that I wanted so bad with a man that I married, because I wanted to have a happy ending to the story. I wanted to be feet on the ticket. Okay, but I ain't gonna lie, it was. I was like, damn, he was upset. I was old enough to really understand. And then I had a chance of doing everything all over again. And then, like, when I was dealing with stuff with my son, how Ree was like, well, maybe your son look at the smaller kids and see the stuff that he couldn't do. Like, I was really trying to make up for some shit that didn't even have nothing to do with the baby, but it was still a plan base. It ain't like, I popped up pregnant. I found out too late, which I had been taking tests and it never read that I was, being that it was inside my tube. So all that time I was getting thick. I thought I was just getting thick. I was pregnant as hell. But, now sometimes I hear a baby cry. Sometimes when I walk down Walmart aisle where the kids outlet, sometimes I get a little emotional. When I see a person walk by with their baby, I kind of get like, if I be like, oh, that baby cute, you can hear the shakes in my voice. You know how your voice shake before you cry? I'm like, oh, and I have to shut the hell up and walk away real fast. Like, I be dealing with that. I really do.
Happens. I don't know if anybody ever told you that, but sometimes that happens like the first time, like you'll get you'll miscarry or a little baby, and then like right after that you'll be pregnant, because that's what happened to me. Like, literally, that's what happened to me. Like, I miscarried, and wasn't even paying attention, stopped worrying about it, stopped thinking about it, and boom, I was pregnant. Like,
I ain't got no more fallopian tubes. So if I do anything, it'll be in vitro. And I don't really mind adopting a kid. I just when we got in trouble about the thing with my kids or whatever, they put it in like child cruelty just because of what I did to the dude and what it was a lot. But being that the kids was there, and that kind of messed me up because I was like, damn, I was trying to get a job at the daycare, couldn't do it. I was trying to get a certain job at the little bank, couldn't do it. Like, it was like child cruelty. Like, ain't nobody did none of no children, but it was just the environment. And that the messing up my record part, that's the only thing I regret about dealing with stuff. But then when you beat it, it's like, why the fuck do it show up if you beat it? So yeah, now I just be feeling like sometimes, I ain't gonna lie, I be a little skeptical about what I do because of my background. But I need to get it expunged so I can try to move on with my life because I done been through enough. I done proved myself enough to everybody but my fucking self. You feel
Right.
me?
Yeah,
Right.
you know what it is because you don't even know. That's that thing like Cherie gave us in the beginning about, telling your life story. That be coming from a story that you already played in and you don't even realize it because it's like I tell people, like, my stepfather took care of my mother and I seen that, and it's like you want what you see. Like, it's like you look around and then it's like, damn, is this how it was supposed to be? Or is it just something that I saw and I thought it was supposed to be like that?
Right.
Because it's like,
That was your norm.
that was my norm, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, I see now and here it is. I'm like, dang, well, what is it? Like, what's wrong? Why is it that, like I said, why is it that I keep finding, finding people who don't necessarily reciprocate what I give? Why do I keep loving people who don't choose me? You know what I'm saying? Like, why do I keep sacrificing myself for somebody who can easily destroy me and to pieces in a blink of an eye? You know what I'm saying? And like, that's the part of me that I'm just so over. Like, I don't want to be that. It's sad to say it, but I don't know. I don't want to be with nobody right now. Like I said, you really got to be my safe space right now for me. And I want to be somebody's safe space, but I want to be somebody's safe space that's not going to trigger me and play with my mind and then expect me to be their piece after they done put me to pieces.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, how could you expect me to be a piece after you just pull me to pieces? You know what I'm saying? Where do they do that at? You know what I'm saying? And then I don't know. So for me, it's like, I'm kind of tired now. Like, I'm tired now. Like, I'll say this, that I haven't found anybody that I could necessarily say that fights for me in the way that I feel like, okay, this is my person. I feel like I don't want to be the person you hold on to until you find what you really want. You know what I'm saying? Right. And that was like my biggest fear. You know what I'm saying? Because like I told you, Cherie, I done shared with you before, like, I didn't, that was like the closest that I think I because I don't think the person shared the same views. I'm not going to say that they didn't love me. I just don't think they knew how to. But right. I will say that is the first time that I ever felt like safe with somebody, vulnerable with somebody, enough to say finally. Like, that was the first time that ever happened to me. So when things started to shift, it was very, very uncomfortable because I felt naked, like, out in the streets, because I never was that vulnerable with anybody before. Right. Like, I never, like, a lot of the shit that I told him, I was ashamed to tell somebody before. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I feel like, damn, was I just seeing what I wanted to see? Was it really that? Was it, you know what I'm saying? Was it, you know what I'm saying? So now I ain't even gonna lie, like, I'm terrified. I don't think I'm ready. I'm just absolutely wholeheartedly terrified of being connected to anyone that close again, because to be so connected to somebody and to feel like they're not with you, that shit is like crushing. You know what I'm saying? Like, that is like, you know what I'm saying? So I ain't necessarily saying I'm giving up on love. I just think I'm going to give up on loving another person as far as a significant other right now. I'm just going to, love on me, because like after a while, it's like you feel like a damn orphan, like you just in front waving, like, love me. You know what I'm saying? Like, what's wrong? Why don't you love me the way I need you to love me? And the real question is, no, why don't you love you the way you need to love you? So that way, when somebody else come along that can't give you the love you need, you can be all right and walk away from that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what it is for me. Like, no, I don't think you should be trying to love anybody. I think you need to love on you, because, like, I ain't even gonna lie. Like, when I get emotionally connected to somebody like that, I literally, like, I'd be distraught people walk away like that. Or I'd be distraught that I didn't know that it wasn't real. Like, I'd be distraught and fucked, because I be done put my whole self into that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, everything. And then it's like, to know you really was trying to put your everything into somebody, and then they tell you something totally different, or make you feel like you was too hard to love, or you wanted too much, or you too much. And it's like, well, damn. So I don't know.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna say.
I'm that way with any type of relationship that I build.
Yes.
That's so imperative for me and my mental health to, like, keep people at, hey, stay over there till I feel, till I deem you safe enough to be over here, because it's detrimental on both fronts for me. Like, I go through shit with whether it's a man or a woman. Like,
I'm going through both stages right now, friendships and relationships. It's like,
what was that? The other weekend, crying, girl, over a chick that I was like, I can't believe she wasn't my friend.
I get it.
But still, it's like, no, because when I realize it, then I see all the times that I should have realized it. All the shit I overlooked, and you was like, oh my gosh, yo, they've been playing in my face all this time.
Yeah.
Once you're on the inside, you're on the inside. So even when I do feel like, you saying some weird shit, I'll be like, she not feeling good tonight, or, something, because that's my partner. You know what I mean? Like, she ain't trying to be
right.
Yeah, no. So it's boundaries everywhere for me, whether it's like for a friendship or a relationship, all of that shit, because I need to make sure that you belong, that you deserve of me in your life, to be honest, because like I'm dope as fuck. That's where I got to know that about myself. I got to know what I'm willing to, what I'm bringing to the table. I'm bringing loyalty. I'm bringing commitment, dedication, all of this shit. Motherfuckers don't even know nothing about this shit. This shit is like back in the day. You know what I mean? Like I'm in the wrong era. You know what I'm saying?
This guy I know, like, he's cool as hell. And he said to me, he was like, he was like, he told me in so many words, he said, I feel so sorry for you women who got like that 90s love out here in this 2020 looking for it. He was like, because you looking for a 90s R&B type love. And I'm like, you know what? And that's probably what it is. Like, I don't, like, I'm not even gonna lie to you. Like I say, I don't do no wrong, but like, to me, like, I'm over pointless attachments. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't just be with anybody intimately just for the sake of it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I have to have some type of connection with you in order to be here. And I just can't have, this person over here and I have this person over here. First and foremost, listen, because like I said, I know folks gonna hear this. So anybody that, family, close your ears. Future husband, sorry, whoever, you might be offended by it, but it's like, I don't even know how motherfuckers be having people and juggling more than one person. It'd be like, bitch, I can't have two dicks in my mouth. Like, I can't do that.
I can't. I just can't.
Like, that's too much.
That's too much.
Like, that's 2 dinglings, 4 balls, too many babies to swallow. No, we're not gonna do that. We're not gonna do that.
No,
so,
I got ADD, so I can't even keep my attention span on, that many people. It's
Right.
like,
I will fuck up. Literally, like I will fuck up. I'm gonna get caught because
I
I'm
am. My
it's like
anxiety.
once I like one person, I'm just right there on that person. Like I don't know how to be like, oh, I like him and I like him too, ooh, but I like him too. Like I don't operate that way. And it makes me sometimes I'm not even gonna lie, it pisses me off that I don't sometimes. Like I be
Right.
seeing these bitches and they be like on their fourth soulmate, and my dumb ass be still holding on to the like, well, damn, bitch. What they did? What you doing? Because, like, I don't even transist in that fact. I don't even like people like that. Like, when a motherfucker be trying to talk to me now and I'm just trying to get on and do my own thing, you irritate my whole entire soul. I'll be like, get somebody else to do it. I don't even like you. Like, I had to tell this dude the other day when he asked me for my number. And at first I had to collect myself because I think he thought I was being funny, whatever. And I was like, honestly, I'm not being rude. And I'm not being disrespectful. I just don't want you to waste your time and give me your number because I know I'm not going to call you.
Right.
Like, and I don't want to do that because I wouldn't want nobody to take my number if I know they ain't going to call me. You know what I'm saying? And, and it's like, he just like, oh, but I just want to be your friend. Well, I don't want no friends right now. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well, you can let me get to know. I'm just telling you, like, that's not where I'm at right now. And, it's, and not to say you ugly or you don't, right now it's just, I'm just in a very isolating spirit right now, and that's just where it at right now. Like, I just want to.
You gotta do what you gotta do, and you gotta let
I
people
know.
know. It's like it's your. I'd be really serious about this selfish season. This selfish season. Yeah. Because again, I don't apologize for what I'm doing.
Wanting happiness.
It's about how I do it because I use my aggression and my PTSD come out with it. I'll be like, bitch, back the fuck up. And I don't want to be like that because that's not my heart, But
exactly.
Me or you, at this point, if just like, listen, it's like, it's self-defense. I got to protect me. It's me or you. And I hate that it came out like this, but shit, I'm going to protect me because I learned the hard way. Not protecting me could be detrimental and I could be a goner. So, I mean, I'm sorry for how it came out. But
it's that peace of mind thing. Like when it gets to a point where somebody is like making you question things about yourself and making you feel away, it's like, okay, this is a bit much. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, damn, okay, because you can go, there can be disagreements, misunderstandings and problems, but it's like when they get to a place where it's like really fucking with you mentally, like, it's like, okay. And that's why I like, okay, but you got to back up a little bit, take you some time, because it just seemed like everything was becoming overwhelming to me again, like just work, kids, all of it. You know what I'm saying? And I really had to catch myself and take a break because, like I said, it took me a very, very long time to be able to dig myself out of the dark place that I was in. You know what I'm saying? So I don't want to go back there, and it's important that I have to tell myself that and remember, like, no, you're not safe there. You're not okay there. You're not comfortable there. And you got to be able to understand when nobody don't get it, you got to be able to get it. You know what I'm saying? So I know enough to know that I still got so much more healing to do. But at the same time, it just bothers you so bad because it's like, you got so much healing, but at the same time, you be wanting to know, like, why you gotta be, why you gotta hurt so much, you know what I'm saying? Or why so many people are in your path to, hurt you or want to, take from you or, like, I don't mind being the lover. I don't mind being the giver. I don't mind being the forgiver, but can I get the same? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't mind being that person. I am, like, I tell people I'm at my best when I'm like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm literally at my best when I'm getting that. But it's just like when I'm not, oh no, it's like I'm off now. You know what I'm saying? So that's why consistency is important to me, because I've had so much inconsistency in my life. I've had so much instability in my life, you know, that, like I said, at 43, I crave safe and secure. I don't know what that's like. Like I said, I think I almost came close, but as
But
far as
build that wall around yourself. I mean, it's going to come naturally to you. The people that are going to life are already going to know what it takes to be in your life. You know what I'm saying? And the more that you surround yourself with like-minded people and the people that you have already, set those boundaries with, it's like this is what it is. And those people will fall off once they realize that this isn't what they can handle. If somebody tells me, oh, in order to be in their life, I got to hop on one leg and do all, I already know in the beginning, I'm not about to sign up for no shit like that. Nah, go find somebody where you can get that at. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So this is what people will do. When you tell them, here's what I need. I need the consistency. I need the loyalty. I need the commitment and even not the commitment, for me, I don't want an exclusive relationship. I don't have the bandwidth in my life to be, everything that one person needs from me. I can't do it, so I had to find a happy medium and something that worked for me. You know what I mean? So It's not, no, I know that I can't, find it in this delicate space that I'm in, where I feel like I'm still going to be delicate for another 5 years. I don't know. Because it's been taking some time. I've been on this journey for years, so it's still shit that's like, there's layers to me, like an onion. You think you at the last, and then it's like, nah, you got these little baby onions. You got these little, what people fail to understand with me, one of the biggest things, the biggest betrayals that, I don't think I'll ever come back from, is like, I had somebody living in my house. You're watching my kids every single day. I'm telling you the issues that I'm having with my bullshit ass husband. All the shit that he doing to me, all the shit or whatever. And come to find out years later, you not only were you fucking him, you had a baby by him.
Jesus, the cruelty. Okay.
So I don't look at people the same way no more, because anybody could fuck me over in my face while I'm housing you, while I'm feeding you, you see what I'm saying? So I didn't wake up out the gate being like, oh, fuck my... No,
I don't care if you think I'm a horrible friend. I don't care if you think I'm a horrible family member. I don't care if you think I'm a horrible woman. I don't fucking care. And I don't even want to tell my story no more. Like, I don't want to tell my side of the story no more.
Right.
I don't fucking care. Like, I'm always trying to tell somebody what I feel, what I need, or why I love you so much, or why I care you so much.
Or why did fucking tired of bothering me?
Exactly. I'm tired of it bothering me, loving people more than it. You know what I'm saying? So now it's just like, I don't fucking care. I don't care no more. Like, I'm tired. I don't care. And if you leave,
because you don't.
Right. Because it's like, damn, what, I gotta lay under a fucking car for you to know that I'm here and that I care about you? Yep. And why do I gotta be made feel needy? Because there's a certain part of you that I need to be okay. The minute that I'm, you know what I'm saying, need you, or the minute I just need a little whatever, it's like, oh, this is too much for me. Or you know, and it's just like, really? Get the fuck out of here. That's why I have to tell myself, yep, that's me and that's my heart. But it's like, okay, but you got to do a little bit more protection for this heart, because, you know, people see that shit from a mile away now. And it's true.
Yeah.
People will see that you have a big, big giving, loving heart. And once they know that shit.
Because people can see that, I had to show people that I'm a bitch. Like, I would rather you just leave me alone.
Chris Rock said the realest shit. And I feel like this applies not just to relationships, but this shit applies to friendships too. The shit is not hard. And the only time it's hard is when somebody really not there to be who they say they is.
Period.
Exactly.
So people see you, people understand you, and don't look at you and judging you all the time for being, who you are. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I try to give that to people, but it just seems like people don't look at it like how you look at it. They look at it like, oh yeah, she weak. Oh yeah, she dumb. Yeah, I could do this to her. I could do that to you. And I think that's what makes me angry with people that I've given myself to, because it'd be like the nerve of you to think that I was stupid for you.
Right.
And not think I was a friend or I was a blessing to you. The nerve of you to take that type of energy for granted. The nerve of you.
Yeah.
When there's a billion and
it's hard for me.
Snakes out here.
It's hard for me, one, because I'm already pushing you away from the beginning just because of my trauma, like what I've been through or whatever. Like, for you to get close to me, bitch, you've been doing a good job. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't just get to
right
wake up next to me. It just don't happen. You know what I'm saying? So if you done got this close, like, you really you on your shit. So I really I take it more offensive too for when you like switch up on me and then
oh my God, yeah.
Like, because you done did all of this shit to get where you at, and now you're switching up. Like, what's up with that? So that wasn't who you are, or is this who you are? Which one is you?
Because it don't be them, it be they fucking representative.
Yeah, which one? Because like, you don't get to do all of this, and you didn't introduce me to this vibe. This is who I thought you was. This is how you even got fucking close to me. And now all of a sudden, this is who you are? Because I don't ever fuck with a bitch like this or a man like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, why would I?
Because when you got a good heart and you love on people, people don't understand. You never really would ever switch up on them, and you would never change up on them. Like,
if you done already showed me that you would do your own folks dirty. Yep. You see them? If I can see you're talking about your own people, you dissing people that you say you love, your family, all of that stuff. If I can see that, why would I even allow you that close to me? You're not loyal. Who is you loyal to?
Nobody. And there's too many of them people out here that's not loyal to anybody.
For real. And that's one of the hardest decisions that we make, as adults, as women, as parents, all of that. You got to really make some hard decisions. Like, you know what? I love you. And, we got some dope ass memories together, but I can't fuck with you like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's the hardest part. like, I don't even want to leave you. I got separation anxieties. I got, it come from like me being neglected, me being like abandoned and all this shit. I got some childhood traumas that I'm dealing with that people like that. It's hard for me to walk away from people because it's like, I don't know who else I'm going to get. You know what I mean? Like, so I would rather deal with the shit that I already know ain't working for me versus going out and dealing with the unknown. So that's just a natural thing that the human mind does anyway. It keep us, it's called the pain and pleasure principle. It keep us doing some shit that we know is not good for us. We'll stay in it. Stay in an environment, a relationship, a job, an apartment, all of that shit that we know is not good for us. It's not doing us any good, but we won't leave it because of the unknown is more scary because we don't know.